Hello, and today we are finally going to be talking about Divination after saying in a previous video, and we didn't really get round to it, and that's because we didn't.
Okay.
No. We,
No.
we didn't want to go straight into it when we didn't really know anything. We wanted to wait and see if any more information had been released, which unfortunately it hasn't, so we had to go into our own research and sort of guess at what it's going to be.
We are intelligent people. We don't do half measures, darling.
No, full measured half the way.
Mm.
So, I suppose a good start would be about how everybody kind of found out about it, because Jagex held a worldwide media release of Runescape 3 as a whole with all the fancy HTML5 graphics and stuff in Peckforton Castle in England. I know, right? And IGN were there, and they wrote an article on it, which should be linked in the description somewhere, saying somewhere in there that there is a skill called Divination in basic.
Potatoes.
Also, that
Now, the introduction of this skill, as long as with the introduction of RuneScape 3, it's like a way of Jagex to take the game into the 6th age. But no, unfortunately, it does not mean the introduction of weapons such as guns, like machines and RPG.
That'd be hilarious, though.
Yeah, it would be pretty cool.
you know, in the wilderness, there's that big hill that really seems to be some noob sat on that nobody can ever get to it. And nobody knows how to get to it. I mean, just imagine sitting up there with an RPG, just waiting till like two people with DFS and full Darox walk past and just...
You just need that and telekinetic grab, you'll be fine. Well, that'd be pretty epic. So if we go on to Wikipedia now and search the word divination, just have a look. It's from the Latin word divinare, it's to foresee and to be inspired by a god, which obviously relates to the skill being linked with the gods, and which could also mean it links with the last quest, The World Awakes, because the way the quest goes, you obviously speak to the gods, and you get most of Guthix's power.
And it's like, well, is it all of it, or... Because...
Well, he turned you into a god.
I know,
Sorry for the spoiler.
No, yeah, spoilers alert, but during the quest, he says like he killed a god, and then he got all his power. Then that magic, that evil guy came and stabbed Guthix with a god weapon. So doesn't that mean he got all his power? So how can he give it you? So
I don't know.
Let's have a fun story, or we've missed something here.
Yeah, we probably missed something.
With
the way it says, with the way about the word actually divination mean like foreseeing the future. Could be the way you train the skill or the selection of the gods affects the way the game plans out for you. I think what Jagger's trying to do is trying to make it more into a role-playing game. Because at the minute it's meant to be an MMORPG, which is, it's like you got other games out there like World of Warcraft. Your character is individual to everybody else's. You can choose your own things, what you do. But on here, you're pretty much exactly the same to everybody else. You can do like the exact same things. I think they're trying to make it more individual to the actual player.
More customizable.
Customizable. Because it's like if you decide from your personality can go onto the game. If you decide you're going to go for greed and go for the Zamorak thing, type thing, then you know you're going to get a different storyline on quests. You're going to be training differently.
I suppose you can do that already, but it's purely cosmetic. Like the police score rewards, you get all the Zamorak robes, the Zamorak bow, and all that sort of stuff.
Don't actually mean anything to you, do they?
I suppose the closest thing you can get to like defining yourself in that sort of stuff is majoring in level 50 odd wilderness. You do all that fancy stuff, and you get the option of the 3 gods. So they all have their own spell and staff and stuff. Yeah,
true. Or Castle Wars, I guess.
Yeah, well, you know,
got a bit of a hint in it.
Yeah, sometimes you're forced to go on the other team, so...
Yeah, true. And this could also show that different ways in trading the actual divination skill, depending on which gods you want to go for. Right. So if you picked, like, if you go and speak to Guthix, well, I don't know, Guthix is dead, but if you go and choose a peaceful road, which takes you down, like, you know,
Sardon, for example.
Yeah, right. If you do that, then you'll be training by picking flowers in a flower field somewhere. but if you pick and you get your farming up as well as divination, I'm not sure. And then if say you go and pick Zamorak and you have to go and kill men in Lumbridge. You know what I'm getting at. It's
yeah, I know what you mean. Look.
They're trying to widen the skill in different ways.
Because I've got something written down that says movements observed in objects in nature, such as stars, birds, and figures, etc. Which does kind of suggest how you'll be all over the show with it, really. Like,
yeah. You know the trailer videos to The World Awakes, where half it was like in the wilderness and all the battle scenes and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, that big sword.
There could be something relating to that sword, or.
Oh, that'd be interesting, but that would be interesting, but I don't think we'd really have it where you could only skill in the wilderness.
Nah, that'd be an extra way. It's like the Nexus. It's like the most pointless thing going. You can do it to train.
But you just don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
about skilling, team skilling.
Oh yeah, because if you go back into the history of what divination actually is, I think it was a religious thing, which is mostly outlawed now. But it used to be like people gather around in cults and we do loads of rituals with items and stuff. So that does kind of indicate that it's going to be more of a multiplayer skill, a bit like dungeoneering, but I can't really see a solo way to do it, if it is based on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Because...
that's it. No, wait, go on, carry on.
Right. I was just going to say, I heard earlier on, like last year, that the two new skills that are going to come out eventually, one of them's going to be a resource skill and one of them's going to be an artisan skill, like crafting or fletching or smithing or something.
Yeah.
And in like saying which one this is going to be, it's kind of hard to say, but if you think about it logically, it's going to have to be the resource, because if the two skills are linked in any way, which we'll go into that after, then it's got to be the resource. Because
you can't actually, you can't get your pro level up without burying the bones type thing. You know what I mean?
Scatter the ashes.
You can't. You can't get your fletching up without the wood. Well, you can, but you know what I mean. You can't. I don't think.
Lol noob, squeal of fortune. By 5 million spins.
Yeah, true.
Oh,
you just spend your life
that's
saving.
gonna be so unfair. Unless we just don't put you've got to take like all customizable lamps off and everything. The squeal of fortune. Otherwise, as soon as the skill comes out, people are just gonna buy loads of spins and then just get all the lamps and fly up to 99.
Yeah, true. That's quite a good point, actually. Yeah. Well, I don't think you could fly to 99 purely off lamps. That'd be quite a bit of money.
Do it. It's crazy. You should look at the videos. Maybe not quite 99.
Did you say you got the middle one time?
Yeah, a huge defense lamp after I was already 99 defense. So I got a free 500k converted to coins.
If only that was a 200 spin.
Oh yeah, could have been.
Could have done with that.
I think there's somebody on YouTube who got that twice in a row. It's just like
hacks. Yeah. The thing is as well, obviously new skill means new skilled cape.
Oh yeah.
And all the capes they seem to bring out at the minute, like the comp cape. I think it's not. You can customize both the comp cape and the max cape, can't you?
Yeah.
Maybe you can customize this cape as well. Might be.
I don't know, because it's not really a milestone when it's just a single skill. If you think of it one way, you can make a new account and just get. Well, you might not be able to, but you might just be able to go 99 divination. Like nothing else.
Yeah, good point. It'd be quite interesting to see what that actually looks like, though.
Mm.
Like what the actual symbol's going to be as well, because we've already got like a religious prayer sign. Yeah. Unless you get like two hands clasped together.
I just thought weird and could be misinterpreted.
Yeah. Oh god. And obviously with the introduction of a new skill, there'll be new NPCs as well.
Yeah. Most likely.
Well, you've got skill masters.
Yeah,
obviously.
You might just pick up some random druids from Tavoli and then just shove a cape on them. But you gotta think, will there be one, or will there be just one skill master, or will there be several? Are you limited to alliances or quest choices, and then will be a different skill master for each god? And
well, what I'm thinking, there'll be four skill. I'm personally thinking there'll be four. There could be 4 skill masters.
Well, there's more than 4 gods.
How many gods are there?
Um,
In fact,
I think I read something was 16, but I couldn't think of a one.
oh Christ! Right, and we'll just do the top four. Right, top four. You got the top four gods, and you got an NPC representing each. And when you get a 99, you go to one of them and say, you got 99 divination. You get the red divination cape if you get it from Zamorak.
Yeah.
Green, Guthix. That'd make sense. You see somebody walking around green tea lined outside means they got it from Guthix. So.
Well, then again, going back to your idea of the customization thing, it might just be one guy, but depending on your personal alliance, you can just customize the cape for that sort of basic colour scheme.
Yeah.
Because we still have the same symbol, so it won't be unrecognisable.
I think if they do make it so that this whole skill changes on your choices, they're going to give you some sort of fallback on it, because they're not just going to make you... If you make a poor decision, and then instantly you lose bank from it or something, and somebody else is earning 200 mil profit an hour, you know.
LA Noir is terrible for that. It's like, you have to ask people questions in interviews, and if you get one wrong, it's just like, for God's sake! Because, no,
I've never played it, I heard it was shit.
No, you ask them something, they say something back to you, and yet you have to decide whether they're telling the truth, lying, or doubt them. And it plays different music, like it plays music for getting it right, and it plays one for getting it wrong, so you just close your eyes, press it, and listen to the music.
I might try it. Is it a good game?
Yeah, it's only like a fiver. It is quite interesting, but also quite frustrating when you get it wrong.
Right. I think we'll do that discussion another time as well. I think whilst we're here, we need to discuss the content that's going to be uploaded in the next few weeks as well.
Yeah, because at the moment we've only really got one series, a mass rates of mistakes. If you've not seen that already, then go and watch it. Episode 2 is hilarious.
Your life's just over if you've not watched it. Come on.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Well, anyway, at least one new series that we've got in mind is money making in a sense, but nothing specific. It's going to be quite a generic series where you start with 1 mil cash exactly, and then, well, to put it into perspective, the first thing I'll be doing with it, a bit of a spoiler, I'll be having a mill, then I'm going to be buying gear, supplies, teleports, a spade, and then I'm going to see what I can make out of the mill at Barrows, and then obviously upload it, and then you can see what you can actually do with the mill. So we're getting that sort of idea, doing different methods.
It could obviously help some people watching as well, because if you sat there with a mill in your bank and you try and double it, but you can't be asked getting a 99, you know. You can't be asked buying the wood to turn it fletching. You know what type of thing I'm on about.
Because I know Barrows is quite demanding in terms of stats and money, maybe 43 prayers and stuff, but yeah, you've got a mill. You can just get that.
Yeah,
first.
exactly. Yeah.
It's going to be different methods. Like some methods you won't even need an account to do it. Then you'll just get it. No, we're not doing real world trading.
No,
you might,
no.
You might need an account.
Yeah, might need an account. There's quite a few things we could do off this as well. Could go you go off into your Barrows things, and I'd be doing a completely different video.
Yeah.
It'd be the same series, but I'm doing different things with that mill. I'd be merching it. I don't know. Merchant it or merchant it, so I really don't know.
Oh, you got merchant as one idea, and then can't be too hard to come up with other ideas. In fact, I've got some already, but I don't want to quite give them away.
Could go and spend a mill on arrows and just go and sit at hobbies for a while.
Why not? That could be quite an interesting one.
Yeah. But for range XP anyway.
One last thing about the Divination is that there's a quote from Dean Olive, who is head of content for Runescape, apparently. And he's basically saying that between the two skills that are to be released, you'll probably have the same relationship as you do with woodcutting and fletching. So that, again, just leads to...
That proves the fact.
Yeah, Divination is going to be the resource skill. And he also says that the second skill is going to be the better one.
Yeah,
so
got the meat on it.
Yeah. I'll just clarify that is in the quote, Dan's not just being weird.
Got the meat on it. And I recommend you all download Clownfish, it's very good for Skype.
Oh yeah, the Clownfish app is hilarious. Oh, you can turn it on now, I think it'll pick it up. Alright Dan, I think that just about covers it, don't you?
Yep, we hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did. Drop us a comment on what your ideas are on future content. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you guys later. Auf Wiedersehen.
Right, Dan, I think that just about covers it, don't you?
Yep, leave us a like, give us a sub. That sounds wrong, because I think you can say that right. We'll do that bit again.
Yeah.
Alright. Leave us a like, drop a sub. What the hell's that?
Give us a sub for only 99p. From Subway. That's why I was